Welcome everybody. I'm your host, and in this episode of Clash of the Titans we'll be discussing a battle between two behemoths of the natural world. Two of which I personally don't see being put up against each other quite as often as they should be. These are some of the most effective predators in the animal kingdom. In the red corner, one of the largest terrestrial predators alive, the grizzly bear. And in the blue corner, the largest living reptile on the planet, the saltwater crocodile. Both are formidable animals with unique physical and mental attributes that make them the top predators in their respective ecosystems. But which of the two will come out on top? That's what I'm here to analyse today. In this battle, we'll have both predators being bloodlusted, being both large males. I'll go through a number of categories and I'll explain the winner. Enjoy. Size. The grizzly bear is a unit of a mammal, being typically between 6 to 8 feet in length and 3 to 5 feet tall. They can weigh anywhere from 400 pounds to half a ton, depending on the age, gender and environmental factors. The largest of which has been known, grew to the size of 2,200 pounds and 10 feet tall. On the other hand, the saltwater crocodile is a colossal foe, typically growing between 14 to 17 feet in length and 1,000 pounds. However, the largest estimates of this creature has reached lengths of 23 feet and 2,400 pounds. It's a unit of a creature. I think when comparing both of these two animals, I'd personally give size to the salty, as it's both longer and heavier than the grizzly bear. The bear only takes the height out of the three aspects. Hence, the first point goes to the salty. Strength. Grizzly bears are incredibly strong animals, with a muscular build that allows them to move quickly and easily through rugged terrain. They can take down and overpower a bull moose, which can weigh upwards of over 1,000 pounds. They can even drag their carcass along, lift traps as heavy as small cars and overpower bisons. According to the Montana State University, researchers conducted a study on the bears and discovered that they were capable of moving 700-pound dumpsters like rag dolls. Now, despite not having the exact measurement of their strength, these reptiles can tear a rope with the force on a gap of more than 5 tons, tow a tourist vessel, or overcome large animals the same size of prize Suffolk stallions, adult buffaloes, and even gars. Despite not being Nile crocodiles, there's not too much of a difference between the two, and technically they are small in comparison. Yet these crocodiles have been known to stagger mature elephants into the water, so it is certain that their strength should not be downplayed. Now, when comparing the strength of the two of them, it's difficult to say exactly which of the two are stronger. I would say the grizzly has the edge when it comes to striking and lifting strength. However, when it comes to dragging strength, I think I'd have to give it to the croc. Ultimately, I would give it a tie with a point each. Durability. Grizzlies are tanks with fur, being capable of withstanding blows from other bears as described before, and they clearly have enough strength to cause damage to almost anything else around them. They are also able to tank direct shots from rifles and shotguns alike, with lower caliber rounds only momentarily stunning the bear before it gets up and continues its attack. This is due to its layers of fat, dense fur and solid skeletal build that's able to allow it to take so much punishment and continue. But let's be honest, the salty is the definition of a walking armory. Adult males can withstand heavy blunt force from headbutts and bites from other crocs, as well as collisions from cars. Furthermore, alike with grizzlies, salties are able to withstand lower caliber guns with their scales, often stopping the bullet before it's able to penetrate anywhere vital. Both of these predators are walking tanks, being capable of sustaining large amounts of damage while still being able to not only survive but thrive. However, due to the salty's protective dermal and epidermal components, I think its armor and hence its durability is far superior when comparing the two foes. Speed. Despite their heavy weight and large size, grizzly bears are surprisingly fast and agile. They can run at speeds of and past 35 miles per hour and are capable of climbing trees and swimming across rivers at 4 miles per hour. On the other hand, saltwater crocs are able to swim between 15 to 18 miles per hour, which is around 3 times faster than the fastest human swimmer. Although on land, salties can still run at a speed of 6.84 miles per hour. As far as the points for this round goes, I think I again have to give it 1 point each. This is due to the fact that grizzlies are significantly faster than salties on land, while the same applies for salties in the water. So the tally for this round is 1 point each. Weaponry. A grizzly's weaponry is not something to scoff at, as they have long, sharp claws that can measure up to 4 inches in length. These claws are used for digging, climbing, and capturing prey. Animal battles in the 19th century frequently matched them against Spanish bulls, where more often than not the bears would shatter their necks with a single slap, although this could be attributed to simply overhype. They can also allegedly decapitate a moose with a single strike. They have sharp teeth that are designed for tearing flesh and deliver powerful bites that can crush bone. They have specially evolved canine teeth, incisors, premolars, and molars, which can exert a bite force of approximately 1,160 pounds per square inch. Saltwater crocodiles have a row of sharp teeth that can measure up to 5 inches in length, which line up its 30-inch massive skull. They use these teeth to capture and kill their prey, such as fish, birds, and even larger mammals, such as water buffalo. The conical and thick design allows the tooth to not only withstand the pressure of the bite, but allows the croc to get a solid hold on its prey rather than slicing and cutting. This allows them to deliver a bone-crushing bite of 3,700 pounds per square inch, the strongest on any animal on Earth. Now, choosing a winner in this category is difficult, as in my unprofessionally professional opinion, the grizzly bear has the quantity of weapons while the croc has the quality. I personally think the bite force of the crocodile, as well as its 30-inch skull, gives it the edge in weaponry, outclassing anything that the bear has. 1 point to the crocodile. Intelligence. Grizzly bears are regarded as highly intelligent mammals, being capable of learning migration patterns as well as understanding the location of seasonal foods. They are also able to problem solve, manipulate the environment to gain food, which includes flipping rocks for insects as well as moving objects to help them reach higher places. On the other hand, crocs are often regarded as stupid due to being reptiles and not having as evolved brains. However, they do still have impressive capabilities, such as being able to use sticks and leaves to camouflage themselves, as well as using highly regarded strategies for hunting. However, despite the impressive nature of salties in comparison to other reptiles, they simply don't hold up to mammals, especially bears. Grizzlies take the point. Battle intelligence. Now this one is going to be a bit different, as technically this subject is, well, quite subjective. This type of intelligence depends on the age and experience of the animals as well as what they've had to face. Grizzlies do face a variety of threats more often, including wolves, cougars, and sometimes even polar bears, although saltwater crocodiles do overlap with tigers and leopards, in which there have been reports of crocs taking out and hunting tigers. This includes a croc weighing 600 pounds being able to hunt tigers weighing 500 pounds. This is a difficult one to decide, although personally I give the edge to the salty, more or less due to their strict carnivorous nature, while bears are omnivorous, eating mostly roots, seeds, and berries while still incorporating meat into their diet. I believe that salties are more hardwired with every instinct for the fight and more capable of it than grizzlies. Point to the croc. Combat and skills. Grizzlies might not be comparable to John Jones, but they are still highly regarded. Often training from when they're merely cubs, it is something that they learn and know throughout their lives. They have an intrinsic instinct for fighting, and as well are masters at wrestling, which is being seen utilized against other bears as well as wrestling their prey to the ground. In comparison to grizzlies, well, salties don't have an as impressive combat display. This is generally because it's not what they're built for. Since their style is to ambush their prey and to launch from the water to drown them, they don't focus on exquisite martial arts skills. However, I'd be stupid to ignore one of their most iconic moves, the death roll. This includes performing a spinning maneuver to subdue and dismember their prey. I think this category, well, there's no question who takes it. The grizzly simply has greater skills in its arsenal for combat comparison to the salty. Due to a life of wrestling and confrontation from cubs, the point goes to the bear without question. Endurance. Grizzly bears have shown great capabilities of endurance, being able to sustain damages from prey and other bears alike while continuing to live on. Even being capable of sustaining shots from rifles and shotguns and continuing to live on. But how does this hold up against the salty? I'll be honest, not very well. If it's something that crocs are amazing at, is how much damage they can endure while still thriving. They can be missing legs, pieces of their tail, even significant portions of their jaw, and still be able to survive in the wild. This isn't something that grizzlies can compete with. The point goes to the crocodile. Stamina. Now, grizzlies have impressive feats of stamina, being constantly recorded to run at 25 miles per hour for over 2 miles straight. They're capable of fighting opponents as well as hunt for extended periods of time, although most fights with grizzly bears don't last longer than a few minutes. On the other hand, crocs lack the stamina that grizzlies have due to being reptiles. Although they can be able to move quickly over brief periods of time, they lack overall stamina. They can also fight for extended periods of time, but it builds up acids inside of them, which, if continuing to move around, can lead to them dying. Overall, mammals tend to have better stamina than reptiles, which holds true here. The grizzly takes the point. Feats. Now we'll go over some impressive showings that I have, found for each opponent. For the grizzly bear, according to Yellowstone bear biologist Kerry Gunther, he had seen a large grizzly bear kill an adult bison, which can weigh upwards of 2,100 pounds. Furthermore, a healthy adult bull muskox was killed by a small barren ground grizzly bear. Bear in mind that these bulls can weigh between 600 and 800 pounds, while the grizzly would have weighed between 300 and 850 pounds. Although it is likely, given the description of the bear, it was weighing on the lower end, being an impressive feat. Additionally, grizzlies have been known to dominate and scare polar bears off their carcasses. I mean, scaring off the world's largest terrestrial predator is, an impressive feat nonetheless. And, finally, blows from a grizzly bear's paw swipes can reach an excess of 70 miles per hour. They usually use their paw swipes to claw and maul their prey. Additionally, in 19th century gladiatorial arenas, bears were often put up against, as referenced before, bulls, but also panthers, tigers, and etc. More than enough times, the bears would win. Now onto the crocs. Saltwater crocodiles have been known to hunt wild water buffalo, which can weigh well over 2,600 pounds, as referenced in this video.
You're dealing with an animal that can take down a 1-ton water buffalo.
Although this claim isn't, confirmed, fishermen have said that saltwater crocodiles actively hunt and attack other sharks, including tiger and bull sharks. And we're not going to forget about the croc's jaw strength, being so devastating they can easily crack through turtle shells. I mean, you wouldn't want to be between those teeth, that's all I'm saying. And finally, saltwater crocodiles are known to be the apex predator of their regions, even being able to hunt such predators as Bengal tigers, being larger than the Siberian tigers that actively hunt the grizzly's Russian counterpart. Now for the winner. Between these two titans of the world, it is always difficult to pick a winner. Obviously, the fight can change depending on the individuals chosen and the setting. I don't think there's much difference in who would win more times than not. This battle would obviously be set on a riverbank where the salty resides in a shallow body of water and the grizzly remains on the surface. Although, in my opinion, I take the salty more times than not. It's simply too powerful, too durable, it's able to take all the punishment that the bear can deliver and dish out more. Now look, I won't discount the grizzly. It is too a powerful predator, being smarter, faster, more agile with greater lifting and striking strength with its paws. Yet, when you look at the size difference, I feel it tells the story completely. On average, a male salty weighs 400 pounds more than the bear. That's the same combined weight of a male grizzly and a lion put together. I mean, there's more need to be said. Not only this, but the croc only needs to land a few bites in to deliver critical damage. Meanwhile, the bear wouldn't be completely capable of using its combative skills properly against the croc. This is due to the croc being so low to the ground that the bear would simply be limited to getting close, clawing and biting at the croc, realistically putting it inside a biting range. To be honest, I even think on land, if we put against a large salty and a large grizzly, the salty would win. It's simply too large and too powerful for the bear to compete with. Now, due to these factors, I present the winner as the saltwater crocodile. Now, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I try to be as least biased as I can possibly be and try to find accurately recording tailings when I make my decisions. Of course, there's a possibility that people over-exaggerate feats for animals or events are not, accurately recorded. Even eyewitness accounts can be, shady at best, so it's always hard to, rank out where animals are comparable to each other and what's true and what's not and what's just eyewitnesses over-exaggerating. It can be difficult. But despite all that, don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. See ya.